Sam. My name is Cristina. I'm from SensaCine, Mexico. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you for your time, Cristina.
This stays between us. This case I'm working on, it's a double murder. So far, what we've found isn't pointing outward.
What I really found very interesting about this series is the danger of extremism, and the way something which has many virtues as one's devotion or faith can be distorted or turned into evil. Don't you think this story is interesting because it's not about who have done it, but why this happened?
Yeah, it's true, and it's exactly right, and how it happened. I think that to me was what was intriguing, how a devoted and loving and pious community and family can end up at such a horrid and tragic act. And that's one of the compelling parts of the series is that undertaking. And you're right, it is about a radicalization of faith, and it's a cautionary tale in that, and that's something that's happened in many religions across history. So this is just another retelling.
The evidence points to things and to beliefs that I have only ever heard whisperings about.
I was thinking it is not necessary to witness a terrible crime to question one's beliefs, one's ideology, one's faith. So has any movie or character that you have played through your career has given you a new perspective on a topic of your life?
I think it's a good question. I'm very lucky in my career that you get to walk in other people's shoes. That's the main, one of the main appeals of it, is that I get to learn about either other cultures or other journeys that, my life's pretty boring, to be honest. I change diapers and put out garbage and watch television. But I have an extraordinary job where I get to kind of approach those bigger questions about faith and humanity and the deeper issues that we all kind of contemplate in our lives. So every kind of job every story that I've been involved with has given me some reflection on myself.
That's a very cool answer. Thank you, Sam. I think that this series is about the search of meaning rather than a religious pursuit. Do you agree that the main question the audience would have after watching this episode is what is really the meaning of being a person, and how are we supposed to live in a society?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think there's something about the telling of this story that you don't want to be exploitative. This is a true story about the murder of a young girl, a brave girl, and her baby. And you've got to be sensitive to that. And I think out of that, you're kind of, as you said, seeing more than just a murder mystery. I think that leads you to have a closer look at how we are to each other. And as you said, if this family, it's such an epic journey that these brothers go on to get to this point where it's of what they consider doing a righteous thing. And in ourselves, I'm sure we've kind of people get pushed to extremes at many times and think that their way out is looking to the past or questioning, their own path. Whereas my belief is sometimes it's as simple as just understanding that we're all part of a humanity and we're all looking for kindness in each other.
Initially, it was going to be a movie, right?
Correct.
And then they decided to make this series. So why do you think this story deserved to be told in a series?
I think the good thing about a series is that you can explore the story in a much deeper and richer way. A movie like this would basically be just a procedural movie or a compression of time into an exciting kind of murder. Whereas a long form like TV series, you can really kind of dig into the journeys and of distinct characters, and in particular in this one, Brenda Lafferty, who I believe it's about. And I think it's important to actually tell the story of Brenda, because I think she was a woman who was maybe ahead of her time in questioning her own faith and questioning the church that she was involved in and the role of women. And I think she paid the ultimate price for that. And I think hopefully we've told her story with some grace.
You did. Thank you so much for your time. Nice to meet you. And I'm sure this is going to be a huge thing here in Mexico.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for your time.
How something so horrific could have come to pass.